You don't need to use an oversized AI model for everything, just like you don't need to use an axe to slice a cake. Find out how smaller models can deliver the right results and help cut AI costs up to 90% at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM. Looking for an AI glow-up that passes the office vibe check? What? AI that only knows the internet doesn't make sense for business. Get AI trained on your data at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
You see the world differently. Where others see empty lots, you see blueprints. Where others sit in lecture halls, future leaders choose Ferris State University to build something real. Ready to dig in and learn through action? Ferris State gives you the tools, the team, and training to unleash your potential with paths to high-demand careers and in-state tuition for non-residents. At Ferris State, students don't just study, they build, they lead, they succeed. Visit ferris.edu. Ferris State University. We build champions.
What up, y'all? This is DJ Envy from The Breakfast Club. KFC Chicken and Waffles. Fresh, juicy chicken and rich waffles with syrup. It's the kind of sweet and savory order that will make people stop whatever they're doing and stare in envy. So as you dig into your mouth-watering original recipe chicken and warm waffles, or dip them in your syrup, try not to eat near people crossing the street, driving cars, handling heavy objects, or operating heavy machinery. You know, for their safety, KFC Chicken and Waffles is the order people are gonna envy. KFC is finger-licking good.
Finals, the most fear-inducing word in a college student's vocabulary. But a little extra help can make a huge difference. So from now through May, ChatGPT Plus is free, meaning no limits on all the ways you can ask ChatGPT to help you. Help quiz you on an entire semester worth of your notes. Help describe Keynesian economics with charts and graphs for a visual learner. Help design a meal plan to keep you energized through the week. And help land a summer internship when finals are finally done. ChatGPT Plus. Free for college students through May. Restrictions apply.
This is so exciting. The Snoqualmie Casino and Hotels Hotel opens this summer, and bookings are open now. Luxury awaits you. The hotel opens in August, so you can start planning your weekend getaways where you'll get to enjoy breathtaking views of the Cascades in Snoqualmie Valley, an expanded non-smoking gaming floor, a destination spa, new food venues, and just picture it. It will all combine effortless style with the utmost relaxation. Book now at snocasino.com. Seattle's closest is the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel.
We got a good full show for you today.
Yeah, we do.
I laughed a lot. Hey, it's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
So did I.
Yeah.
Get it? Because it's kind of like my thing.
Yeah, it is your thing. And I love that. Just so you know, Jose does laugh this much in life.
Yeah.
Too.
It's not like forced or fake. There's no button. I wish. I asked them to install a button, but they won't. I have to come to work.
You know, it's just natural, especially today, because I love the mass speaker today. I thought that her confession was hysterical.
Yeah.
We got a true confessions where we confess some things about our own lives that are humiliating, and just ended up roasting Jeff.
Jeff never disappoints in those segments.
No, he doesn't.
Ever.
He doesn't. So you are in for a
So
real
funny.
treat. Before we get to the full show, though, we'd love to highlight some of our great comments that are left by our lovely listeners. What do you got, Alexis?
Okay, I'm not even lying. I pulled this one before we just talked about it. But Meg said, as a fellow cackler, Jose's laugh makes me feel so seen.
Way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
so sweet.
Yeah.
No, are you like me where like your whole life people made fun of you for it and now it's your career? Well, maybe it's not your career now, but
Well, you know, maybe
Similar.
it is. Maybe it is. You don't know. You don't know.
We don't know
Thanks,
what Meg does.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Hey, keep leaving those comments no matter where you listen. And
Yeah,
please
keep laughing.
like and subscribe and share. We love it. Thank you
Yes.
so much. And let's get this full show started.
As Memorial Day weekend is nearing, I get a little tingling in my body.
What's that, Jeff?
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. Well, it tells me two things. One, definitely need to hit the pharmacy right after the show's over today.
It's not a
And
good tingling. Huh?
Two, the fifth consecutive year of Brooke and Jeffrey's Summer Dares are happening in less than a month.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Because we have a tradition on this show of giving each other unique, creative challenges where we each have to complete them during the summer months. We'll film them, post the videos online to minimal views on Brooke and Jeffrey socials. Follow us, by the way, on YouTube, TikTok, and Tubi. And our technical director, Ashton, participated last year. volunteering himself in tribute for one of Brooke's challenges. What did he do for you, Brooke?
I don't remember. Was it a food thing?
He
I don't
ate
remember.
something in your place, right?
He
I do not
was
remember.
so good to me and so amazing.
Wow.
And it was like, I just can't even describe it in words. I can't say it in words what he did
Wow,
for me.
it was so heartwarming to you.
It's just, I'm just so overwhelmed. I can't speak
Okay,
about it.
do any of us know? Honestly,
I don't
Brooke
remember.
knows. She's just being coy about it right
Brooke,
now.
you silly Brooke.
Totally know.
Yes. Anyway, Ashton has already told our producer that he wants to be a part of it again this year.
Ashton, why?
That's because I've been thanking him every day for what he did.
For that one thing.
That's
for the
that
thing that he
memorable
did.
activity that he participated in. But this year, Ashton threw out the idea of a live on-air adult circumcision.
Oh my gosh.
So, contrary to any rumors you may have seen online, that is not happening. The idea was not approved, even though he did bring in the child-safe scissors that he wanted us to use. But
Sounds kind of dull.
I didn't know that you were just like, extra down there, bro.
yeah,
Good on you.
he doesn't want to be, but I feel like Ashton will be a part of this in some way. So text in to 78592 if you have any dare ideas that you think somebody on this show should do. Could be any one of us. Text them in and we might use it.
We already can't do circumcision. You completely ruled that out.
Yeah, I'm going to say almost all forms of circumcision are not going to be allowed. Sorry, Ashton. I know. It's a bummer.
Sad.
He wanted it to get sponsored. But anyway, let's move on.
Sponsored.
We're going to get to the shot collar question of the day with our digital producer.
That's his
Oh,
name.
man. It's been so long.
He was gone for like 3 days.
No, it felt like 3 years, but now he's back. His name's Jake. Let's do it.
Happy National Waitstaff Day. Thanks, kids.
Kids approved.
God, kids were in here and we're talking about circumcision. That's weird. National Waitstaff Day is where we're supposed to thank our servers and waiters and baristas and honor them for putting up with our ridiculous orders and requests.
Yeah, please do it, guys.
Tip him.
Yeah, can I get soup of the day dry with the liquid on the side, please?
Oh, side of liquid.
A lot of people in this room have worked in the service industry.
Oh,
Brooke
yeah.
at Burger Haven.
Heaven. Thank you.
Sorry. Burger Craven, whatever. Alexis at various coffee cartels.
Cartels.
Yes.
Jose at Subway and other fine dining establishments in the airport.
You should lead with the fine dining first.
In the airport.
Uh-huh.
While Jeff has performed services in the bathrooms of all 3 of those locations.
That's where heaven got its name.
That's why today, in honor of National Waitstaff Day, we're going to play a special over or under edition of Plenty of 20.
Over and under's the game I played in the bathroom.
Oh, this is all connecting.
Here's how it works. I have the results of a survey taken by thousands of restaurant employees. You guys say a number 1 through 20. I'll give you a stat from the survey. You just have to tell me, is the real answer over or under?
Oh,
Over or under?
We'll start with the woman who is over being underestimated and said she'll buy me a coffee if she gets the first question wrong. That's Alexis.
not
You said
say
that
that.
off air. You said it off air.
No, we're gonna go 10.
I think I overheard it. Yeah.
Number 10. Alexis, 1,000 servers were polled and asked the question, have you ever eaten food off a customer's plate? Would you say the number is over or under 50%?
50 so high.
Have
I know
you
for
seen
sure.
this?
I've seen the busters do it when they take the food away for sure.
I've seen it too.
I've
but
seen
I-
it happen at the table before,
No.
right in front of me.
You gonna finish that?
Yeah.
Fair game.
I'm sure they've all grabbed one of the fries, but 50% is so high. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's a big number.
I'm gonna say under.
Alexis says under.
For society, let's hope.
It is under. No coffee for me. 32% of servers said yes, they've eaten food off a customer's plate.
I called the guy out once.
Brooke,
Yes.
10 is off the board. How about a number from you?
Lucky 7.
Number 7. Brooke, 1,000 servers were polled and asked the question, have you ever dated or hooked up with a cook? Would you say the real number is
100%.
over or under 30%?
A cook?
Yeah, that's the number
the
one.
cook at Burger Heaven was Bronco. He
Yeah,
was
of course
like
it was.
my father. He was amazing. He told me that he would buy me a nice car if I was ever his daughter.
Yeah, see, he
Classic
wanted
Bronco.
to-
Shout out to Bronco.
The cooks are always trying to hook up with the servers.
I, though, had no,
Not with you and Bronco, I
no.
just mean
So I'm
in
going to say
general.
it's under.
Oh!
It says under 30%. It is under 25% of servers said they've hooked up with a cook. Jose, it's your turn.
Yay.
7 and 10 are off the board.
Let's go 12.
Jose, your National Waitstaff Day stat is this. Have you ever come into work sick or hungover? Did they answer that real number is over or under 80%?
Before you, 80? Oh, wow. That's a high number. Hold on. I was going to say, I mean, every server, like, that's what we would do. We would get off work, we would all go as a group and get drinks together and spend all the money we just made.
Yes.
And then we'd come home.
I would still say over.
And the good thing was that you would work with the people, too, so you could support each other's hangovers. Like, dude, I knew,
community.
I think it's higher, Jake. Over.
Jose says more than 80% of servers have come into work sick or hungover.
Yeah.
81%. Thought I could get you there. Jeffrey, we're 3 for 3. Don't embarrass the group. Get this one right. 7, 10, and 12 have been chosen.
4.
Jeffrey, your waitstaff question is this. Have you ever finished a customer's alcoholic beverage? Is that real number over or under 20%?
Whoa, the food is one thing, but the drink.
20%.
That's the first thing that should tell you have an issue.
Yeah.
I mean, if over 80% are coming in hungover,
It's not
the,
from
the best way to cure it is to finish off somebody's alcoholic beverage that they're not drinking
If
anymore.
you work there, you just get it, you steal it.
Yeah.
Like, you
From the
get your own.
bartender.
I think to cure the hangovers, it's over 20%.
No way.
Jeffrey says over. He's incorrect. It was under. Only 6% of people would admit to finishing their customer's alcoholic beverage. Jeffrey, the only one who got one wrong, is the loser of today's 20 of 20.
That means I'm going to get shocked while singing Chicken Fried by Zach Brown Band.
Okay, see, this is what you get for spending too much time in the bathrooms at restaurants and not enough time behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I like my chicken fried. A cold beer on Friday night.
The vaudeville.
You sounded like a commercial.
That was AI.
KFC, if you need someone to sing your next jingle, I've got you. That's your shot collar question of the day. Got your phone tab coming up right after this.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Remember that TLC show, My Strange Addiction?
Oh, yeah.
Where they'd follow a girl around who was addicted to, like, sniffing gas station receipts. Or a dude who couldn't stop blending his socks into smoothies and drinking them.
I love that episode, Jeff. Yes.
So heartwarming.
Yeah.
Well, one of our listeners says she has developed a very bizarre addiction. Collecting one specific type of item. And it all started accidentally from a date that she went on 3 years ago.
Oh, man.
Now she cannot stop doing it.
Is it underwear smoothies? Is that what you're talking about?
You're going to hear.
It, Brooke.
You'll find out in a brand new Mass Speaker coming up right now.
You don't know me.
Confession I can't take back.
I am
The Masked Speaker.
Text to 78592 says, whenever I use an emoji, I've noticed that I make the actual face using my face and hold it while I search for the right little picture.
I wonder if I do that.
I've never
do you
thought
do
of that. I don't know.
Oh my God, I'm going to overanalyze my emoji face next time.
And trust me, you don't want to know what face we make when listeners are telling us their secrets here on the Mass Speaker.
I think you can imagine with the sounds of our voice.
Smirky, aroused face, maybe?
Wait, what?
You'll never know. But we do enjoy every juicy little second of your confessions, and I'm sure it's going to be the same with today's listener who's chosen to go by the fake name Crystal today. So, Crystal, welcome to the show.
Hey, Crystal.
Hey,
Can't
Crystal.
tell from that one word what face you're making yet. Okay,
Oh,
laughy
you
face.
got a little giggle?
Laughy.
Okay, well, the voice changer is on, Crystal. You are the Mass Speaker. Whenever you're ready, let's hear your confession.
Okay, so I hope people don't think that I'm a total weirdo.
Oh, we like weirdos.
Yeah.
That's not a bad
Weirdos.
thing. Yeah.
You're in good company.
Yeah, let's go. What do you got that's weird, Crystal?
Go weird on us.
So basically, this all started when I took a fork home from a guy's place accidentally.
A fork?
Yeah.
How do you accidentally take a fork home?
Well, I mean,
After we went on a date.
Okay.
okay. And you stayed the night it was at his house that you took it from?
Yeah, we had some takeout food and so it was in my box.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. You
Oh,
take your
okay.
to-go box with you and you accidentally bring the fork along.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a big crime that you should feel real bad.
Well, you don't think I'm a terrible person for this.
I mean, I'm not done. So, A couple of months later, I was hanging out with somebody else, and I wound up with one of his forks.
What?
All right. Now
You stole
it's
a
not
second
an
fork.
accident.
Was that on purpose, or because that little laugh sounds like, hey,
Yeah.
got him.
That was not planned. It was
Okay.
What do you do when you get up from a table? You get, okay, I'm going to get my phone, my keys, the forks.
Yeah.
What do you grab?
Put some cups in there.
Yeah, put everything in your pockets.
So now you have two dudes'
It
forks.
was truly an accidental thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you can be forgiven for
So now
that.
I have two forks from two different men.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And so I was just like in my kitchen, and I was just like, it'd be funny if I got a full set.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
The gears started turning.
Now it feels like you're forking people.
Uh-oh.
So now, that was 3 years ago.
Okay.
And now it became a thing.
Wait, every guy that you went on a date with, you tried to take one of his forks?
You know, whenever I would hang out with a new guy, I would sneak into his kitchen, and I would take like a fork or a spoon and a knife or something out there, and I'd slip it in my purse.
Yo, this is scary. I'm a foodie. I have like lightsaber chopsticks and some cool utensils. I'd be scared of a girl.
Oh, you're scared.
Raiding through
See,
my...
that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, she should go for her friends, not the guys' houses. Like, the
Yeah,
girls are going to have
better.
cuter stuff.
Yeah, we don't know forks. We don't have like silverware, like
No.
real silver.
Dude, I think this is so funny.
Now, my silverware drawer is now made up of random exes, random guys I've gone on a couple of dates with.
It's kind of like you set the table and it's all love mementos.
Yeah.
But that's the funny thing, because people are like, oh my gosh, we really like your eclectic silverware.
Different.
Why does nothing match in your
Yeah.
silverware drawer? It's kind of fun.
Oh my
So quirky.
I'm like, I've got forks and knives, spoons, I've got salad tongs.
Dude,
That's a good
Salad.
snack.
Hey, one guy took you on a date, you got a little oyster fork.
Oh my
Hors
God.
d'oeuvres.
Seriously.
And the guys are probably like, oh, yeah, she wants to go back to my place. Little do they know, it's all part of her master
Yeah.
plan to just grab some cutlery.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't get her to my bedroom, but I got her to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Most women like want to steal like sweatshirts from a guy,
Yeah.
but she's like,
What
no,
is
no,
that?
no. I want a soup spoon.
This is much more logical.
Actually, I'd give up a soup spoon.
I'd steal a spatula.
Yeah.
Sure.
Especially if it's one of those silicone ones.
There's this one where he was obsessed with Martha Stewart.
Oh.
The guy was?
Interesting.
Yeah, so I stole his mini spoon, and I'll sit around and I'll eat my yogurt with it, and I'll just think of Martha.
Fancy.
This is the
This-
funniest thing
This is
to
so
me.
quirky.
Yeah.
So wait, are you in a relationship now?
Currently, no, I'm out seeking.
Okay, you're seeking, but when,
Seeking forks.
if you find a serious relationship, are you going to have to give up your silverware set?
Or is that how he proposes with a gold fork?
Do you keep it a secret?
No, I got to keep all my utensils.
Okay.
The stories are too funny.
It's a
like
collection.
this one dude, I'll look at my spaghetti fork and things like that, and I'm like, oh, that was from the dude who had pictures of wolves as his bed sheet.
As his bed sheet.
Wow. Wolves.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Huh.
Impressive.
Can I ask, have you ever gotten caught trying to steal silverware from a guy before?
Oh, I think that's a yes.
My gosh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was one time.
One time? What
And it was
happened?
a cheese grater.
A cheese
cheese
grater.
grater?
Really?
Like one of those square ones that kind of sit up real tall.
How do you take that?
And I was like, oh my gosh, I thought that was my phone. I'm so drunk.
Thought it was my phone.
No wonder my face is all torn up.
I also took your mandolin to chiffonade some zucchinis.
Yeah.
Whoopsies. Here,
Wow.
mashed potato peeler.
Do you know
All
what's
right.
funny is if this was me, I would tell all of my girlfriends and we would have dinner.
Yeah, everybody do it.
I mean, it's such good dinner party conversation.
Oh, you all steal a fork from different guys and join up
Yeah.
and do dinner.
Oh,
And then
my
it's
God.
fork stories.
Yes, the problem is the men can't get this idea and do it back.
Yeah.
Because our
No.
stuff is better.
We should make it a competition. See who gets the best stuff.
Yeah. Well, Crystal, I mean, good luck in your collection that you're assembling for yourself. You're like Little Mermaid, but
I hope you find the one final big fork that you need.
Yeah.
that's hilarious. Text in to 78592 if you have a confession you've been holding on to. We can hide your identity, mask your voice, and make you our next mass speaker. Your phone tap's coming up right after this.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. Time for that phone tap you've all been waiting for.
Yes.
And there's that hesitant, cringy moment that happens at any new relationship where one person has to be brave and say, hey, I want us to be exclusive.
Oh, yeah. It's so scary.
And you're hoping, praying the other person feels the same way.
Because, like, you feel like you're on the same page.
But you don't know that early on.
Yeah.
Well, today we call a guy who recently asked that question to a woman he likes.
Uh-oh.
And so far, it's been 24 hours. She has not responded.
Yikes.
So why is she waiting? Because it took that long for us to set up this prank phone call.
Oh, my God.
Doing
This
it
is true love.
game show style to see if he's really worthy in your phone tab right now.
It's another phone tap.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Igloo Jones. I'm calling from the service BDV. Good morning.
What? What is that?
I'm from BDV, Better Dates Verified. We're actually a third-party service. We screen dates ahead of time for safety and compatibility.
Aw.
Hey.
What?
You've probably heard of us on Tubi. We're big on Tubi.
No, I've never heard of anything like this before.
Well, we're a real service, and according to my notes, you recently asked Amber to be exclusive after only 3 dates.
Wait, how did you know that?
I know this because she's the one who hired us and asked us to do a light character screening with you.
Is this for real? What is going on?
Very real. Okay, first question. Would you describe your texting style as A, clear and direct, B, confusing and chaotic, or C, just memes until someone gives up?
I have to choose between those three?
Okay, it's a simple question. Let's try again, all right? A, clear and direct, B, confusing and chaotic, or C, just memes until someone gives up?
I mean, I
need an answer.
I guess like A, the first one. I don't know.
Ooh, yeah. She's already been texting with you, so she actually knows how you are.
What?
But it sounds like maybe you're not self-aware.
I've sent a couple of memes, but it's not too crazy. I don't know.
There we go. There it is. So in a relationship, you just send a buttload of memes until the other person gives up. And that's not bad. That's just you.
I disagree.
Anyway, next question. Have you ever keyed a car emotionally or literally?
Wait, what? I don't even know how to answer that.
Yeah, refuses to answer. Okay, noted. Okay, we'll move on.
It's not that I didn't refuse to answer it. I just don't know how to answer it. I emotionally key a car? Like, how do you answer that question?
Directly. Anyway, next question. Do you currently own more than one samurai sword?
No, I don't own more than one samurai sword.
Okay, so just one then.
What? No.
It's just the one that you have and you cherish?
I don't own any samurai swords.
But you have a ninja star, don't you?
No.
Let's move on.
Oh, my God.
On a scale of 1 to, quote, still talks to their ex's mom, how over your last relationship are you?
What are you talking? What information?
It's a simple question. Okay.
It's not a simple question.
On a scale of 1 to still talks to their ex's mom, how over your last relationship are you?
0.
Yeah, Amber did some digging. Turns out you commented on one of your ex's Instagram posts just last week.
We're still friends.
Would hook up with ex if she was down is definitely true.
No, don't write that down.
Okay, I'm running out of time. So last question.
No.
Are you the kind of person who likes to start a difficult conversation with, quote, we need to talk? Or do you prefer surprise emotional attacks?
I'm not going to answer that because I'm going to look bad either way. These questions, dude, are so intrusive.
Yeah, not sure how it can be intrusive when you only answered half the questions.
It's because your questions are crap.
Hey, that's okay. Refusal to cooperate is considered a red flag. But if you Venmo me $100, I can just mark you down as mysterious and hot. So it's up to you.
It's a scam. This is a scam.
Not a scam if you pay the money.
I'm not paying you jack.
Okay,
This
well,
is extortion.
The only other option, I think, would be to do some type of radio prank phone call on you on like a big national show.
What?
Maybe Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. I don't know. Probably. They'll do something stupid like this.
Oh, my God. No way.
Hey, because this is actually Jose from Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and we're doing a phone tap on you.
Oh, my God.
Dude, Amber set you up, man. She said you asked her about being exclusive, and she hasn't answered you yet, so she set you up, and her answer is yes, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Hey, you have a girlfriend officially. And, bro, think of it this way. Now that you guys are exclusive, you can let her play with your samurai sword. I knew you were hiding one. It's pretty sweet, huh? I bet it's really long.
No, I don't have a samurai sword. I promise.
I know you're out there cutting cucumbers with them.
Now I kind of want to buy one.
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I get a lot of hate from other people on this show who are jealous that I went to private school growing up.
Yes, that's it, Jeff.
That's why.
And it's not fair. I mean, were my school uniforms designed by Christian Dior?
Wow.
Sure. Did my school cafeteria have a full-time sommelier?
No
way.
Obviously.
You're drinking wine in high school?
Was my school's equestrian team ranked number 1 in state? No. Number 1 in the country. Thank you very much. But hey, I suffered low moments, just like the rest of you poor people did. And that's why today we're going to level the playing field as we all share true stories of our cringiest school memories in a special game of True Confessions School Edition. It's coming up right after this.
Want to lose up to 15% of your body weight? Fridays helps you achieve lasting weight loss. We combine GLP-1 medication with nutritional coaching, mental health support, and fitness plans tailored just for you. All included in one monthly price. At Fridays, one price every month, all doses, and everything is included. Getting started is simple. Take our quiz and get connected with a provider to start your journey. Fridays is certified by LegitScript, so you know the medications are produced safely by accredited pharmacies. Check us out on Trustpilot with over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Save $100 off any plan when you start on your weight loss journey today. Visit joinfridays.com and use code podcast100. That's joinfridays.com, code podcast100. Joinfridays.com, code podcast100. Medications will only be prescribed by a licensed clinician if deemed medically appropriate after a thorough consultation. Results are not guaranteed and may vary by individual. Compounded products are not FDA approved or evaluated by the FDA for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Please visit our website for important drug safety information.
This episode is brought to you by Huggies Snug and Dry. Hey, it's Brooke. And yeah, I'm a mama too. And I hate to be that mom that gives unsolicited new parent advice, but this one's really important because I'm talking about the new Huggies Snug and Dry that are luxuriously soft and ultra dry. I'm just trying to look out for your baby right now because these things are so unbelievably soft. I'm talking like irresistibly soft. And we as parents, we want to do everything to make our kids' life better. And I know your baby deserves a diaper that is just so gentle on that little tush. So you need to experience the unexpected softness and up to 100% leak protection. Now that's the type of protection that we all want. And it's exactly why more parents choose the new Huggies Snug and Dry softness versus a leading premium diaper. Give it a try for you, for your baby. You both deserve it. And who knows, maybe nap time will last just a little longer. Or maybe those middle of the night wake-ups won't happen as often. There's nothing that your baby wants more than a nice dry diaper. Ooh, that's really soft. Huggies, we got you, baby.
Hey, it's Alexis from Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and one of the best pieces of money advice I ever got was to start investing. And at first, I didn't know how to start because it's really overwhelming, and that's why I want to tell you about Acorns. Acorns is a financial wellness app that makes it easy to start saving and investing for your future. You don't need to be rich. Acorns lets you get started with the spare money you've got right now, even if all you've got is spare change. You don't need to be an expert. Acorns recommends a diversified portfolio that can help you weather all of the market's ups and downs. You just need to stick with it, and Acorns makes that easy too. Acorns automatically invests your money, giving it a chance to grow with time. Sign up now and join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $25 billion with Acorns. Head to acorns.com/Alexis or download the Acorns app to get started. Paid non-client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/Alexis.
You don't need to use an oversized AI model for everything, just like you don't need to use an axe to slice a cake. Find out how smaller models can deliver the right results and help cut AI costs up to 90% at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM. Looking for an AI glow-up that passes the office vibe check? What? AI that only knows the internet doesn't make sense for business. Get AI trained on your data at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
You see the world differently. Where others see empty lots, you see blueprints. Where others sit in lecture halls, future leaders choose Ferris State University to build something real. Ready to dig in and learn through action? Ferris State gives you the tools, the team, and training to unleash your potential with paths to high-demand careers and in-state tuition for non-residents. At Ferris State, students don't just study, they build, they lead, they succeed. Visit ferris.edu. Ferris State University. We build champions.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and right now, kids everywhere are counting down the days and the hours to the end of the school year.
So cool.
Many of them are going to be donning a cap and gown, moving on from middle school to high school, or high school to college, or college back to mom's house forever.
That's right. Come home, babies. Come home.
Save that rent money.
But we make lifelong memories during our school years. Some of them very positive moments that we cherish forever.
Yeah.
Others, we chug tequila, hoping to forget them permanently.
God, but they still make great stories when, when you're with your friends.
But today, we're airing out all of our schoolyard shame by playing a special little game called True Confessions School Edition. And if you aren't familiar with this, each member of the show has 2 envelopes in front of them with embarrassing confessions about something we did in our past during school.
I'm pre-embarrassed. I'm already embarrassed.
Because we all know what's true in our lives, but these could be from graduation night, could be senior pranks, detention room debaucheries with Mr. Winklehauser.
What?
And one
We know Jeff's.
No spoilers there. One statement that we say is true, one is a made-up lie.
Yeah.
So we'll pick one envelope, read the confession inside, and then the show only has 30 seconds to ask questions and try to figure out if that's the true story or is it the made-up lie.
It's kind of like, do we know each other well enough to know if we're lying to each
I love
other?
the interrogation part of this.
I know you do, Brooke.
Well, let's get started with Brooke. Alexis, which envelope should she open first, 1 or 2?
1.
Okay.
All right, Brooke, open envelope and read us your true confession.
After our middle school graduation, the entire 8th grade class went on a camping trip.
Fun.
After I checked in, the female counselor asked my sister, "What's your brother's name?"
Oh, no.
And that's when I realized she was asking about me.
Oh, because of your hair.
Do you swear on both of your children's lives that this story is true?
Oh, that's easy to,
You can't do that.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that even if it was true or not true, Jeff.
Okay.
Bad question.
How long was your hair at the time?
My mom had convinced me to get a pixie cut, and it would be really cute.
Did you have glasses?
Oh, big ones.
Yeah,
Huge
always.
glasses.
I know this picture of Brooke. I have seen her from this era.
Oh my gosh, it was on our Brooke and Jeffrey Insta recently, and you did look like a boy.
She's
What?
Double down, Alexis.
Darn, I didn't get to ask if you had already hooked up with that teacher yet.
No, in 8th grade, no one would kiss me.
Oh, okay.
I really wanted to kiss everyone.
Alexis, what do you think? Is that a true statement or did she make it up?
Based off the photo I saw, I gotta say true.
Jose?
I am confident it's true.
We were all very confident that really happened to Brooke. Brooke, is it true or not?
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
Yeah, no surprise there. Now, we're going over to Jose.
Brooke.
It's
Yeah,
your turn.
it's fine.
Brooke, which envelope should he open, 1 or 2?
Let's go 2.
Here we go. I was fired as the school mascot for being too lazy.
Oh.
They didn't let me finish. They
Okay.
said I talked to the cheerleaders too much instead of dancing.
God.
Do you swear on both of Brooke's children's lives that that statement is true?
Yes, I do. I absolutely do. Both of them.
Hey, did you have to audition for the job?
No, come on, it's me. Right?
What?
So they
Okay.
were like,
What was the mascot?
we're Tigers. Stadium Tigers. Let's
my
go.
God. And your mom always thought that you would be Tigger. Like, I know your mom was obsessed with that.
What was one school chant that you had to do?
Let's go Tigers. Touchdown.
They gave you the hardest stuff.
I mean, literally, they were like, just go dance. I have the energy. So.
Okay.
I didn't last long.
I don't think it's true.
You don't?
I don't think Jose had the commitment even to audition for.
I didn't have
I'm
to
sorry.
audition.
I think it's true.
Alexis?
I think the flirting with the cheerleaders is true, but not as a mascot. I
Jose,
think it's not true.
Is it true?
It is a lie.
I was wrong.
Yeah, No, one of my teachers did suggest it to me, though. She'd be like, you'd be perfect for our mascot. But I was already JV on the football team.
Oh, you were too cool.
Sorry, I'm busy.
If you're just joining us, we're in the middle of a game called True Confessions School Edition, where we're going around sharing cringeworthy stories from our school years, trying to figure out if they're true or if they're made up. Alexis, it's your turn to confess. I think you should open envelope number 1.
Okay. Sorry, it's hard with fake nails to open these. Okay. Okay. We had a final track banquet my senior year. After the awards and dinner, I went to drive home and hit a car in the parking lot.
Oh, man.
Wow, yeah. I'm not sure we need to ask any questions at this point.
Well, you got time.
What kind of car were you driving?
My first car was a gold Lexus. It was really old and the trunk didn't close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you report the accident?
Brooke.
Did she even stick around for the accident?
It's been long enough. I think I could say no, I did not report the accident.
How much damage? Like, did you lose a bumper? Was it a dent?
I don't really look. I just hear.
How proud of your mom was you?
How proud
was your mom of you?
I don't think I need to answer that wrong, Grant.
Were you as drunk as Jeffrey is now?
Are you mother?
All right, Brooke, what do you think? Is that true?
I want to believe it, but I think it's false.
Really? Okay, Jose.
I'm kind of with Brooke. I say it's false.
Old habits die hard. I say it's true.
Hey!
Alexis?
It's true!
Obviously.
I got them in cars.
Okay, so I'm Jose. Which envelope am I opening here?
Let's go number 2.
Number 2, okay. My senior year highlight was being featured as a tap dancing waiter in the musical Hello, Dolly.
Hey.
The non-highlight was all the dudes on my soccer team showed up to the performance and were like, what the hell are you doing? You're the captain of the soccer team.
He's good with his feet, though.
Do you think Jeff was the team captain?
No, he's bragged about it. Remember when we played soccer with a pineapple? And he was terrible, and he's like, I was the team captain, I swear.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys can ask me a question instead of just roasting me during the 30
I like to talk
seconds.
about Jeff like he's not in the room.
Okay, let's get to the bottom. What position did you play in soccer?
Center mid.
Okay.
Ooh, you're a striker pretty
Who
much.
invited them to the show? You or your mom?
It was probably my mom, but they may have come on their own accord.
Okay. Were you actually embarrassed or were you proud of your performance?
I was proud of my performance.
But embarrassed
that everybody saw it.
I want this to be true.
Brooke says true. Jose?
I don't know. I'm going to say false.
Alexis?
I'm with Brooke. I want it to be true.
No one actually believes it. Was I the star waiter in the musical Hello, Dolly when my soccer team showed up? Of course that's true.
And boo on your soccer team for not being more supportive. I mean, obviously, you got fancy feet. That's why you're good at tap dancing and soccer. So take that,
That's why we made it
boys.
to the quarterfinals in the playoffs
That's
my senior
right.
year.
I could just see him prancing down a soccer field as fast as he could. Just.
Those boys should suck it.
I don't
probably
know
wanted him
what
to.
other shameful stories that we have to share, but there is one of mine left that I hope I don't have to tell.
Oh, dang.
We're going to find out as we do more True Confessions School Edition right after this. We're in the middle of True Confessions School Edition, going around the room trying to figure out who's telling the truth, who's being a nasty little lie mouth. And the way that it works is we all have written down confessions about embarrassing things we did back in our school years. One confession is true, one's a made-up lie. Ready for a brand new round, starting fresh with 2 brand new envelopes in front of us, 2 brand new confessions, and it's Brooke's turn again. Jose, choose which envelope she's going to open, 1 or 2.
Well, I guess I got to go 2.
Okay.
All right.
I was a journalism major, and at the end of my senior year, I had to give a commencement speech to the class.
Oh.
But I stayed up all night and didn't prepare.
Uh-oh.
The next day, with hardly any notes, I gave the worst speech in the school's 120-year history.
What was the speech about?
I basically said, I love you all, over and over again. It was supposed to be you're graduating from college and you just spent X amount of money and how life will be great for us
it's
all.
like, it's Montana. You could have just, spit in a cup and...
What were you doing the night before?
I was a director on our student documentary, so I was trying to finish it. Because we
You're
also...
being a nerd? You were up late doing other
That's
school
not
stuff?
what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah. You're drinking with a boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Jose, what do you think?
You know, I just feel like Brooke is such a super woman. She would never let herself, even if she's wildly hungover, fail that miserably on his big speech. So I'm going to say this is false.
I know. Brooke's like such an over planner for
Yeah,
stuff. There's
totally.
no way she wouldn't do anything before the speech. It can't be true.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, I think Brooke will be like, I got a charity event tonight. Oops, got to talk in 5 minutes. So I
And
think
she
it's
wings
true.
it and
Yes.
kills
That's
it.
not Brooke stuff. Brooke, is it true or not?
It's true.
Oh,
You guys, it was the most mortifying 15 minutes of my life. I have
15?
never. Oh, it was so long. The guy I was dating at the time, I finally got off the stage and he's like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Well, that was a speech.
Wow. I did not see that
It wasn't
coming.
good. So, to my professors who are still lovely people, I apologize. You picked the wrong person.
Jose, you're up. Alexis, which envelope is he going to open? One or two?
One.
At one of our high school football games, I was injured and I couldn't play. So instead of sitting on the sideline with the team, I ended up spraying my entire body with cologne and sitting in the stands next to my crush.
Oh. What brand of cologne was it?
Aqua di Gio.
Aqua di
That was a
Gio?
bottle. Text in if you own a bottle of it still.
Were you breaking a rule by leaving the team?
I mean, I wasn't like varsity, so like it wasn't a big deal for me to not be on the sidelines with everybody else.
What was your injury?
I tore my sacroiliac right back here in my hip. Yeah, and to this day, I still have issues with sacroiliac.
Why did I ask?
Right there. A guy pushed me down, and I had back spasms for months.
I'm sure I'd pull his pants down and do more of a demonstration if you'd rather, Alexis.
I kind of want that demonstration later, but just for the term sacroiliac, there was no way he could make that up. That
It's
has
a
to be
real
true.
joint.
That's what
Somebody
I'm saying. It has to be true.
I got true on that, too.
Yeah, well, Brooke?
I think that all of that happened except for him leaving the bench. I think he would be forced to sit on the bench, any good coach. I think it's false.
Jose?
It is true! Yes, I got out of the game. I told him I couldn't make it because I was so hurt, but then I snuck into the stands, and I remember putting 10
you weren't even supposed to be
sprays
there.
on myself.
God.
And this girl would not sit next to me, and I kept moving to her, and eventually later her friends were like, dude, she said you smell really strong. And I'm like, oh.
The coach is like, I actually smell it.
Yeah, are you up there? How's that getting there?
So that turns out to be true, too. Wow. If you're just joining, we're in the middle of a game of True Confessions School Edition, going around sharing cringeworthy stories from our school years, trying to figure out if they are real true stories or if they're just made up. We're going to keep it going with Alexis's turn. I think you choose envelope number 1.
Okay.
If Alexis tore her sacroiliac, I'm going to be so
I had to sit out from running.
Yeah.
And I sat with my crush. Okay. At the end of high school graduation, one of my teachers came up to me and said he saw me cheating on my tests all semester, then gave me a fist bump.
What?
Wait, a fist bump?
Fist bump?
That's not how I thought it was going to end.
How old was the teacher?
I don't. You think I know teachers' ages? A middle-aged man, like a middle-aged.
What class did they teach?
AP World History.
How did you cheat?
Well, it was AP class. How am I supposed to get by that on my own? How did you get looking at people?
Wait, how did you get into AP if you were cheating?
Wait a minute.
Well, that's what I was in it. Can't anybody get into AP? If they get it, you just sign up.
They usually
It's about if
reserve
you
it for
make
the
it.
upper echelon,
Yeah.
but maybe in your school they let anybody. Okay, so is that true or is that false?
I know she's really proud of her cheating history.
Yeah, that's
because
my
they've talked
answer.
about it multiple
School
times.
cheating.
Yeah.
By the way.
But I don't know that a teacher would fist bump you. That'd be terrible. I'm going to say false. I think she's lying.
I think this is true.
I've read her Instagram captions and I could tell she's taken AP. So I'm going to
She
say
takes Kylie Jenner's captions.
absolutely it's
Thank
true.
you, Jeff. It is true.
Yeah, we all knew it.
Yeah, he was the soccer coach. He was like kind of chill after.
He was the cool
so he was
guy,
like,
yeah.
But it was a 2-story building, so he'd look down and see me cheating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't stop you.
You weren't even a very good cheater.
I didn't know that he was above me.
All right, it's my turn. Brooke, which envelope am I opening, 1 or 2?
Two.
2, okay.
Please let it be the embarrassing thing.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff's
I guess
embarrassing
so.
story is just really...
They hit different.
They
The true
do.
ones.
Let's see. On graduation night after high school, I went to my first house party ever.
What?
Oh,
where I
first.
drank vodka for the first time and attempted to ride a donkey.
Oh, Oh my gosh.
Is that true?
Man. Why did they have a donkey?
Because he's rich. I just thought of that.
Why did
It
they
was
have
on a property that had a barn, and in the barn was a donkey.
Why were you never invited to a party before this?
Yeah.
If you were the captain of the soccer
He was busy
team.
with the tap dancing, bro.
Yes, I had so many
I tap
extracurriculars going on in my life. There was no time for me to be cool.
No,
Okay.
you weren't invited for a reason.
How was the vodka? Did you handle it well, or were you life of the party?
I was life of the party for the first time.
I don't know. I've been drunk with Jeff, and that's hard to believe.
Yeah, that's me
I feel
too.
like he was passed out in a corner somewhere.
Oh, wow.
It's really hurtful. Okay.
Yeah. I have
Jose?
partied with Jeff before, and you were the life of the party, but
For how long?
Not in a good way. Everyone was focused on Jeff, so I'm gonna say
Okay,
no.
this is not a
False.
roast. It is a true confession segment. Alexis, I'm not even going to ask.
Alexis, please.
I'm not
I
asking
Just
you.
it's again with the drunk. Also, I don't see you going to a barn. You know.
After I went
Any barns ever.
After grad night, I went to my first house party, drank vodka for the first time, was the life of the party, and tried to ride a donkey.
Yeah?
That's true. It's true.
It's true according to you.
It is true.
I think if we talk to somebody else, they may
If
have
you
a
went to
different
school with
take.
Jeff, text us. Let us know.
If you were
what's
at
cool.
the barn donkey party.
Okay, segment done. That was True Confession School Edition.
Yeah, get Jeff some vodka.
Now I'm going to go cry. It's Brooke and Jeffrey
See,
in the
that's what
morning.
we expected.
That's what he did at the party I was at.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
This episode is brought to you by Huggies Snug and Dry. Hey, it's Brooke. And yeah, I'm a mama too. And I hate to be that mom that gives unsolicited new parent advice, but this one's really important because I'm talking about the new Huggies Snug and Dry that are luxuriously soft and ultra dry. I'm just trying to look out for your baby right now because these things are so unbelievably soft. I'm talking like irresistibly soft. And we as parents, we want to do everything to make our kids' life better. And I know your baby deserves a diaper that is just so gentle on that little tush. So you need to experience the unexpected softness and up to 100% leak protection. Now that's the type of protection that we all want. And it's exactly why more parents choose the new Huggies Snug and Dry Softness versus a leading premium diaper. Give it a try. For you, for your baby, you both deserve it. And who knows, maybe nap time will last just a little longer. Or maybe those middle of the night wake-ups won't happen as often. There's nothing that your baby wants more than a nice dry diaper. Ooh, that's really soft. Huggies, we got you, baby.
You don't need to use an oversized AI model for everything, just like you don't need to use an axe to slice a cake. Find out how smaller models can deliver the right results and help cut AI costs up to 90% at IBM.com. The AI built for business, IBM. Looking for an AI glow-up that passes the office vibe check? What? AI that only knows the internet doesn't make sense for business. Get AI trained on your data at IBM.com. The AI built for business, IBM.
You see the world differently. Where others see empty lots, you see blueprints. Where others sit in lecture halls, future leaders choose Ferris State University to build something real. Ready to dig in and learn through action? Ferris State gives you the tools, the team, and training to unleash your potential with paths to high-demand careers and in-state tuition for non-residents. At Ferris State, students don't just study, they build, they lead, they succeed. Visit ferris.edu. Ferris State University. We build champions.
What up, y'all? This is DJ Envy from The Breakfast Club. KFC Chicken and Waffles. Fresh, juicy chicken and rich waffles with syrup. It's the kind of sweet and savory order that will make people stop whatever they're doing and stare in envy. So as you dig into your mouth-watering original recipe chicken and warm waffles, or dip them in your syrup, try not to eat near people crossing the street, driving cars, handling heavy objects, or operating heavy machinery. You know, for their safety, KFC Chicken and Waffles is the order people are gonna envy. KFC is finger-licking good.
This is so exciting. The Snoqualmie Casino and Hotels Hotel opens this summer, and bookings are open now. Luxury awaits you. The hotel opens in August, so you can start planning your weekend getaways where you'll get to enjoy breathtaking views of the Cascades in Snoqualmie Valley, an expanded non-smoking gaming floor, a destination spa, new food venues, and just picture it. It will all combine effortless style with the utmost relaxation. Book now at snocasino.com. Seattle's closest is the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel.
A weird prank in Australia got over 1 million views.
Whoa.
And it all started with a teenager who said, "Let's mess with an old guy in the underwear section of Kmart."
Oh, no.
Plus, a couple gets their entire wedding completely for free.
What?
And it's all thanks to the groom's unique last name.
Cool.
You'll hear all of that and more coming up in a brand new
TikTok Click Shot.
We're doing it right now. The only thing more soothing than lying under a weighted blanket with a bottle of chamomile lotion while a noise machine makes whale sounds is gently getting tickled behind the ears with
TikTok Click Shock.
Why am I creeped out by both experiences?
So ticklish. TikTok Click Shock,
man, you're a
where
weird guy,
we discuss the biggest TikTok videos from the past week. Let's get right to your first TikTok Click Shock, which is out of Australia from an account called Boaters. It's basically run by a group of teens who play pranks on people all throughout the country.
Oh, okay.
They've only got a handful of videos up, but the latest one went viral. It's called the Apple Pay prank.
I've seen this and I hate this.
Okay.
It's got over 1.2 million views on this one. And it happened inside of a Kmart when a teen filmed himself approaching an older man in the underwear section of the store.
Okay, Kmart
as
still
we
exists.
usually do.
Oh, wait, what?
Before asking him for the time on his phone.
All right.
And the prank works like this. Once he pulls his phone out to check the time, the teen reaches over and pretends to tap the guy's phone with his phone.
Okay.
While playing a recording of the Apple Pay sound.
The ding.
Oh, so it looks like...
It sounds and looks like you just paid
Do you know,
somebody.
it wouldn't work on me. I would think I just got paid.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I also never have sound.
I got tipped for giving you the time. You are welcome, young man.
Let's hear how this one played out.
Excuse me, do you have the time on you by any chance?
1:35, mate.
Thank you.
What are you doing there?
I just needed...
What are you doing there?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, give me your phone. Give me that phone.
No, can we just talk?
No, give me that phone right now.
Chill. Oi, you're going to break it.
What did you do then?
I'm trying to explain.
Give me the phone, right? Now you tell me.
Went really well.
I'm impressed the old guy knows the Apple
That's true,
Pay
too.
at all.
That is
to know
true.
the sound.
And so obviously he thought the kid was stealing money from his Apple Pay somehow, but it was just a prank. So the video ends before any resolution is made.
Really?
Okay, so did the kid get beat up?
That's what I assume happened because no other videos have been posted after this one.
I see.
Oh, man.
I see. He did take his phone away.
There were thousands of comments, though. Keep in mind, this is Australia, so one person said, prank your mates, not strangers just trying to live their lives in peace.
I'm with you on that one.
It seems like the teens are going to be moving on to a different prank called moaning in ears. So we might be covering that one next week.
Hey, we may be doing those.
I think I know what the audio is going to sound like.
Well, no spoilers. That's a TikTok Click Shock. Your next
TikTok Click Shock.
is from a Texas woman who's going viral after posting her reaction to a money quote regarding her friend's upcoming wedding.
Okay.
So to give this context, and this is not coming from me, it's from the girl who made the video.
Yeah.
Many young brides right now find their wedding vendors through social media.
Oh, that makes sense.
Learning who's popular, who do other people love, were they great.
You can see their work. Oh, yeah. Jinx.
Just say it at the same time, you can see their work.
Yeah.
So the bride wanted her makeup to be a big priority.
Okay.
And she got a quote from a person near Dallas who's very, very popular online just to see how much it would cost.
Yeah, it's always good to know what you're going to be paying before you hire someone.
Isn't everything expensive
Yeah,
with
hair
makeup,
and makeup
weddings?
is so much.
Yeah.
Well, here's what happened.
My friend reached out to a well-known makeup artist just to see like what the pricing would be. So her typical day rate is $25,000 starting out each travel day. Guys, that's just travel. It gets worse. Glam for the wedding day, $50,000. Right off the rip, we're spending $125,000. And we haven't even gotten to like travel accommodations or anything.
What?
The hotel has to be pre-approved. You have to pay for the transportation for the makeup artist and their assistant. That's just the base rate. This is just so shocking to me. For f***ing makeup, like, I get it, but
you don't.
$100,000 plus. I'm sorry, I can't. I will not be getting married.
Oh!
So that's $125,000.
What kind of scam is this woman running?
It's like Kim Kardashian only can afford that.
And that doesn't include paying for her travel costs or her lodging.
Do you think that she just hopes to get one client, one sucker a year, and she's like, there's my salary.
Honestly. I mean,
no one's paying that.
It's ridiculous for any normal situation, but for a wedding, might be kind of reasonable. Sort of reasonable. But one of the top comments said, makeup like what you wash off at the end of the day?
Exactly.
Yeah, but come on, it's her moment. I can
don't
see
know.
why she wants to look perfect.
I've had to pay like $250 for bridesmaid makeup before.
$250,000?
Yep, exactly.
Oh, wow. Some people are standing up for the makeup artist, saying she's very, very popular and she gets paid that rate all the time.
If it works for her,
No,
you can't hate.
Yeah.
those are her fake accounts commenting on that video. I do not believe anyone is paying that.
I mean, you make a good point. If just 2 billionaires
Yeah.
can do this, she's making $250K.
God.
Like, that's crazy.
So stupid.
I'm jealous of that. So that was a TikTok click shock. And your final
Woo! TikTok click shot.
is from another woman in Texas named Olivia Morris. Her video went viral as she made an impassioned plea to Dairy Queen, asking if they would cater her wedding for her.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, this is a wedding I like.
Yeah.
So,
And they quoted her $25,000.
well, why did Dairy Queen pay attention compared to all the other people who would want this to happen? Because the groom's name was Bradley Blizzard.
No.
And she told the viewers, I just realized that if Blizzard's going to be my last name, I need to fully lean in.
Oh my
Dude.
gosh, yes.
And the theme of her wedding is hot eats, cool treats. Oh my God.
And she could be the Dairy Queen.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
She asked DQ if they wanted to be a part of it, and they responded back with 2 words, I do. And
did it happen? Did
at
they
that
get married?
point, Dairy Queen took over.
Oh, they're so cute.
And a local news station covered it. Here's how it went.
The restaurant welcomed Bradley and Olivia for an engagement shoot, then gave them Dairy Queen swag for their bachelor and bachelorette parties. And on their wedding day, provided blizzards. Dairy Queen and the Blizzards. A perfect marriage.
That is so cute.
Yeah.
I bet their pictures were so cute.
Ooh, I wonder if they'll let her put her mouth under the ice cream thing.
Or if he held her upside down to see if she'd fall out of her dress.
yeah.
You know?
Oh, I wonder if they had the dip cones during the wedding
It was,
reception.
instead of wedding cake, blizzards were passed out to everybody on the dance floor. So there you go. One wedding has a makeup artist for $125,000. The other groom's last name is Blizzard, so he gets his wedding for free.
And that's the one I want to go to.
Yeah.
You know?
Those were your
Woo! TikTok click shot.
stories for the day.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
This episode is brought to you by Huggies Snug and Dry. Hey, it's Brooke. And yeah, I'm a mama too. And I hate to be that mom that gives unsolicited new parent advice, but this one's really important because I'm talking about the new Huggies Snug and Dry that are luxuriously soft and ultra dry. I'm just trying to look out for your baby right now because these things are so unbelievably soft. I'm talking like irresistibly soft. And we as parents, we want to do everything to make our kids' life better. And I know your baby deserves a diaper that is just so gentle on that little tush. So you need to experience the unexpected softness and up to 100% leak protection. Now that's the type of protection that we all want. And it's exactly why more parents choose the new Huggies Snug and Dry Softness versus a leading premium diaper. Give it a try for you, for your baby. You both deserve it. And who knows, maybe nap time will last just a little longer. Or maybe those middle of the night wake ups won't happen as often. There's nothing that your baby wants more than a nice dry diaper. Ooh, that's really soft. Huggies, we got you, baby.
You don't need to use an oversized AI model for everything, just like you don't need to use an axe to slice a cake. Find out how smaller models can deliver the right results and help cut AI costs up to 90% at IBM.com. The AI built for business, IBM. Looking for an AI glow-up that passes the office vibe check? What? AI that only knows the internet doesn't make sense for business. Get AI trained on your data at IBM.com. The AI built for business, IBM.
You see the world differently. Where others see empty lots, you see blueprints. Where others sit in lecture halls, future leaders choose Ferris State University to build something real. Ready to dig in and learn through action? Ferris State gives you the tools, the team, and training to unleash your potential with paths to high-demand careers and in-state tuition for non-residents. At Ferris State, students don't just study, they build, they lead, they succeed. Visit ferris.edu. Ferris State University. We build champions.
This is so exciting. The Snoqualmie Casino and Hotels Hotel opens this summer, and bookings are open now. Luxury awaits you. The hotel opens in August, so you can start planning your weekend getaways where you'll get to enjoy breathtaking views of the Cascades in Snoqualmie Valley, an expanded non-smoking gaming floor, a destination spa, new food venues, and just picture it. It will all combine effortless style with the utmost relaxation. Book now at snocasino.com. Seattle's closest is the Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel.
Host Nora McInerney returns for season 3 of the Head Start Embracing the Journey, a podcast from Ruby Studio and AbbVie. Each episode, Nora shares intimate conversations with real people living with chronic migraine as they try to figure out the doctor that is right for them, navigate their treatment journey, and be present in the moment in spite of it all. You'll get a glimpse into their day-to-day navigating not just the physical symptoms, but the effects chronic migraine attacks have on their careers, their relationships, and their family life. Joined by headache specialist Dr. Christopher Ryan, Nora listens as guests share their chronic migraine experience, all connected by a common theme of resiliency. New to the show? Check out the first 2 seasons, available now and definitely worth a listen. Join the conversation for season 3 and create more space for empathy and understanding for this invisible chronic disease. Listen to the Head Start Embracing the Journey on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Win! Brooks! Box!
On the phone with us right now is a woman named Natasha, who is the proud owner of the longest losing streak ever on this segment.
Oh, Natasha.
0 wins, and any guesses in the room for how many she has lost in a row?
God, can I
10.
ask the first, how many years ago was it that you started playing, Natasha?
17.
9 years ago.
9 years ago.
How many losses has she racked up?
Once a month, so there's 12 months times 9, so that's like 108?
Yeah, I'm going to go 1,000 losses.
Yeah, close. 17 losses.
Jake was on it. Jake guessed 17.
1 tie. So technically, because tie goes to the house, it's 18 straight losses with no wins.
I got a win in there.
You did? It doesn't say that on my screener.
Yeah, we don't talk about that today, Natasha, okay?
That was in the past.
Yeah.
Okay,
We got to help her out.
Do you feel like you're getting better over time, Natasha, or are you getting worse?
Why even ask?
I'm getting better at losing.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay.
you know
We
what?
need to make the questions easier.
Her story is one of persistence.
Yes.
It is.
You know, of
Persistence
perseverance.
and perseverance, possibly,
Yes.
if she gets a win today. Let's send
Oh,
Brooke out of the studio, and we can go over the rules here. You got 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know, and you could say pass, but you have to beat Brooke outright if you want to win. You knew that. You've done this a lot.
It's your day today.
We believe in you. Your time starts now. On this day in 2015, what action movie superstar set the world record for most selfies taken in 3 minutes?
Pass.
The person being accused in a criminal case is the defendant. What do you call the person doing the accusing?
The plaintiff.
In 1993, Crayola officially came up with a new color named Razzmatazz. It's a shade of what color?
Red.
What word describes the type of energy we get from the sun?
Pass.
In literature, the main character in the story is called what?
Oh, I know this.
2,
Main character is the main character.
The main character.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I don't know if that's the answer that we were going for, though, but let's
It's like
find
a
out.
super trick question.
Oh, Natasha. I mean, at this point, you've been on so much, we already know pretty much everything about you. We know your grandparents' names, your blood type.
I mean, it's kind of Brooke, Jeff, and Natasha in the morning.
Basically. The one thing that I don't know is how many partners have you had?
Oh, you haven't shared your body count with us.
Don't answer.
No, pickleball partners.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming you play pickleball. It's really popular right now.
How many
I
pickles
only
you
have
played
one. It's Brooke. She's the only one that.
Oh, it's getting
Brooke.
spicy in here.
We weren't going to say anything,
Brooke.
Natasha. I thought we talked about that.
Man,
Pickle partner.
Wow.
pickle's coming out. Okay.
Right. You think you can trust someone, and Natasha turns on you.
No wonder she keeps
Exactly.
calling back.
Just
Yeah.
when I thought I couldn't
I mean,
respect
it's her
Natasha
backhand
anymore.
that I really like.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay, this is getting
Let's
out of
stop
hand.
with all the hot pickle talk. Brooke, it's your turn. You ready?
Yeah.
Your time starts now. On this day in 2015, what action movie superstar set the world record for most selfies taken in 3 minutes?
What? Action? Tom Cruise?
The person being accused in a criminal case is the defendant. What do you call the person doing the accusing?
The plaintiff?
In 1993, Crayola officially came up with a new color named Razzmatazz. It's a shade of what color?
Red?
What word describes the type of energy we get from the sun?
Solar?
In literature, the main character in the story is called what?
Protagonist.
That's it. We got all our answers in. How will Natasha fare today? Let's go to the scoreboard and find out with Jose.
Oh, no. My landlord just texted me. Being too loud.
Bolaños.
Natasha, you got 2 correct today.
Oh, Natasha.
That's pretty good.
Is today the day, Natasha?
No.
You
No,
don't
it's
feel
not.
it? Well, you're right, Brooke. You got 4.
The losing streak continues for Natasha.
I love it.
It's more impressive than a winning streak.
It is. It's hard to lose that much.
And you're one of the best losers that we've ever had on the show,
that's right,
Natasha.
Natasha.
You have such good spirit. Thanks for being on again. But let's go over the answers for everybody. On this day in 2015, The Rock set the new world record for most selfies taken in 3 minutes. He did it while he was doing the red carpet for the movie San Andreas.
Was it a goal of his or was it on
Probably
accident?
a publicity stunt.
Yeah, the person being accused in a criminal case is the defendant. The person doing the accusing is called the plaintiff.
Brooke knew that one.
Hey,
She
listen,
sues everybody.
you watch enough Judge Judy and you learn that,
Yeah.
And that's my favorite one,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, look at that. In 1993, Crayola came up with a new color named Razzmatazz, a shade of red mixed with pink. A 5-year-old actually came up with it.
Cool name.
The word that describes the type of energy you get from the sun is solar energy. And in literature, the main character in the story, while it is, yes, the main character, the word we're looking for is the protagonist.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Natasha, such a good time having you on. It wasn't enough to beat Brooke, but just for playing, we're going to give you a pair of tickets to see our very own Jose Bolaños and friends live at the Emerald City Comedy Club on June 4th.
Oh, fun. Okay.
We'll
awesome.
come make you laugh, Natasha.
Wipe away your tears.
Hey, Natasha, come back and play again soon.
Yeah.
We're going to
You're
do
awesome.
Winbrooks Bucks same time tomorrow.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
You see the world differently. Where others see empty lots, you see blueprints. Where others sit in lecture halls, future leaders choose Ferris State University to build something real. Ready to dig in and learn through action? Ferris State gives you the tools, the team, and training to unleash your potential with paths to high-demand careers and in-state tuition for non-residents. At Ferris State, students don't just study, they build, they lead, they succeed. Visit ferris.edu. Ferris State University. We build champions.
It's an exciting time at Snoqualmie Casino this summer. Why? Well, the hotel is opening in August of this summer. Enjoy the breathtaking views of the Cascades and Snoqualmie Valley, an expanded non-smoking gaming floor, a destination spa, new dining options as well, and of course, what you expect from Snoqualmie Casino, including the slot machines, the table games, and the great sports book as well. Booked now at snocasino.com. Seattle's closest is now Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel.
Hey, this is Jenny Garth from I Do Part 2. Want to try Ozempic but can't stand needles? You need to try oral semaglutide. It has the same active ingredient as Ozempic, but without the painful injections. Get access to oral semaglutide right now at futurehealth.com. Join those losing 10 pounds in their first month. Future Health makes it easy and affordable to gain access to weight loss meds like oral semaglutide, Ozempic, and Zepbound for only $3 a day. You don't need insurance or have to go to a doctor's office. Just a quick, easy process, all online. Get the best results at the best price with Future Health. Take the 3-minute quiz at futurehealth.com, get approved, and start losing weight this week. Visit futurehealth.com. That's futurehealth without the E.com.
Future Health Weight Loss.
Data based on independent study sponsored by Future Health. Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion.
Hi, it's Karen and Georgia from My Favorite Murder. You know those commercials where a single impossibly shiny car glides down a beautiful winding country road with a horse running along a fence?
Oh yeah, that's not real life.
No, but Hyundai's available class-exclusive advanced safety features are designed for the roads we actually drive on, helping to keep you and your family protected.
Hyundai vehicles are equipped with a standard driver attention warning system, which constantly monitors your attention levels.
Learn more about Hyundai at HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for complete details. details.
That's HYUNDAIUSA.com or call 562-314-4603. Goodbye.
Become a nurse at Oregon Health and Science University. OHSU's top-ranked nursing school offers 6 locations across Oregon, online options, and 14 undergraduate and graduate degree programs. As a public university, we offer competitive tuition, and we have more scholarships available than ever before. With clinical rotations organized for you, faculty mentorship, and small class sizes, you'll start your path to a rewarding career, one with high pay, flexible hours, and job stability. Explore OHSU School of Nursing today.